permissions. If anyone is missing, let me know. So any doubts in the full and differential backup? So now my question is, differential backup will take the backup of log file. Your differential backup, is it going to take the backup of log file or not? Tell me guys, whether your differential backup is going to take the backup of your log file or not. Come on, answers. I'm waiting for the answer. Maybe yes. No, sir. Fayak. Nag, no. Daniel, yes. Kaviteja, yes. It will take both data and log file. Okay. Yes. Hema, yes. Satish, yes. Chandra, yes. Yes. Bashir, yes. David, yes. I'm not sure. Finish, yes. Tanuja, yes. Right. Okay. So the answer is yes, of course, it will take the backup of full and block files. Okay. So your differential backup, your full backup will take the backup of your all the data files and block files also. Same your differential backup also same. Whatever the changes are there, that is a data file or log file, it will take the backup of all the changes. Okay. So you can ask one question, sir, how it knows what and all changes happened since last full backup, how it knows, how it is going to track. Okay, so they will ask you sometimes, if you go to the deep interview, they will ask this question. Okay, differential backup, that's fine, but how it knows what and all changes are there since last full backup, how SQL Server knows, why it will take only the changes, how it knows the changes and all. We have system pages, guys, system pages. Okay, so we have a lot of 8 system pages all there. GAM page, yes, GAM page. Okay, these are all different system pages. Nowadays, no one is going to ask about this. Very rarely they will ask. If you go to Microsoft interviews and all, they will ask these pages: IAM page, PFS page, okay, DCM page, BCM page, GAM, SGAM, IAM, PFS, DCM, BCM. What else? What else, guys? Okay, so these are the main pages. Okay, fine. So in this, GAM means global allocation map, SGAM means shared global allocation map, IAM means index allocation map, PFS means percent free space, page free space, DCM differential change map, BCM bulk change map. Okay, so one system page will track all the changes. This system page will track all the extents. I told you, right? SQL Server will allocate an extent while creating the table. Extent is nothing but collection of data pages. This system page will keep tracking all the extents that are changed since full backup. This DCM page will keep tracking, like Chitragupta. What Chitragupta will do, what and all, what people are doing mistakes, plus, minus, everything he is going to write down, right? So in the same way, this DCM page is going to track all the changes, what and all changes, additions, deletions, modifications, whatever changes are there, all the changes it is going to write. Okay, it will maintain, it will track all the changes. So whenever you initiate a differential backup, SQL Server will go to the DCM page. Hey, DCM page, let me know what and all extents changed since last full backup. So that DCM page will provide, hey, SQL Server, these are the extent changes since last full backup. Chalo, enjoy. Okay, so that SQL Server will take the backup of only the changed extents. Okay, is it clear, guys? DCM page will help you to keep tracking of all the changes since last full backup. Whenever you run full backup, okay, the DCM page will be cleared. That's why a fresh DCM page, that's why again it start calculating, okay, from the beginning after a full backup. Remember this point, very important. whenever you run the full backup, it will do two things. One is it will take the backup of all the data in the database. Second thing is it will clear DCM page. Why? Because it has to again start counting for the next set, right? Agree? Agree? If it is not cleared, if I created my database 1 year back, if DCM page is not cleared for every full backup, whenever you run the DCM differential backup, it will keep tracking since last 1 year. It don't consider the full backup. Why it will consider the full backup? Every time when you run a differential backup, the every time when you run a full backup, the DCM page will be cleared. After full backup, again it start tracking of changed extents. Clear, guys? Please, any issues, any doubts? It's not a complicated point and all, very simple point. Okay, I hope it's clear. If not, let me know. I'll happy to explain again. No issues for me. Okay, right, done. So that is how we are going to take the differential backup using query, using GUI. Using query, simply you have to add this parameter with the differential. That's it. Okay, with the differential, you can add the parameter. I'm good. Yes, yes.
Shinmukh, I have a doubt.
Yes.
So in the organizations, I don't think they will do manually all these things for 2 hours or 3 years.
Yes, yes.
So they'll be running some PowerShell script. In that case, like what will be the naming scenario?
Not PowerShell script, sir. We have an excellent feature called automation using SQL Server agent. We can automate it. Okay. So
Okay.
we have to provide. See, everything is possible with T-SQL. Okay. Your question is correct,
Okay.
sir. In the organization, we don't take manual. Yes, it's correct. Excellent. Excellent point he raised. We don't take manual backups. Why? Because we may maintain 100 servers. In each servers, imagine 10 databases, 10 into 100,000 databases. If I have to initiate differential backup daily I have to take 1,000 times backup manually. Is it possible? That's what I told you. I gave you an example. Mark Zuckerberg, he won't take the backup on your WhatsApp. On behalf of him, servers will take. Servers means he will maintain. He will schedule a maintenance activity. He will schedule an automated activity. Automatically, one job will run. Okay, one job will run from SQL Server side. That job itself will take the backups automatically. But again, there is no such job. We have to create that job, backup job. In that job, we have to provide the particular script. That script will allow you to take the backups with the date and the time stamp and the database name. Clear? That's what I'm going to give you the assignment for tomorrow. Okay, now, okay, not now. Okay, I have to explain about jobs concept. It's not possible now. Okay, so that's fine, that's fine. And I'll give you this assignment once we cover this jobs concept. Is it clear? Okay, so we don't take a, yes, some scenarios we will take it manually. If we have to restore a fresh database, customer will suddenly raise a ticket, hey, I need a fresh database backup. In that case, we cannot use existing. You can use it, of course, if we have all current backups and all. But if he is asking a fresh backup, please take the initiate the full backup and freshly restore it on the database. In that case, we have to take it manually. Only in those scenarios, while doing database refresh, in those scenarios, we are going to take the manual backups, 1 or 2 databases. But usually we don't prefer to take the backups manually. We are going to use jobs concept. In that job will include a script. That script will take the backups with the date and timestamp, and it will include the database name also. And we have one more option called maintenance plans. Using maintenance plans also we can achieve that. Okay, file names, backup file names. Clear, sir? I'll show you maintenance plans and all. I'll show you, nothing to worry. Clear?
Yeah, Shinmukh. Yeah.
Yes, okay,
Thank you.
fine, done, no problem. Next is the log backup. Okay, let's go with the log backup. Any other thing I'm discussing before this question? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so next is log backup. So log, I'm going to provide you one document, sir. Backup document I'll provide you. You will get by today. And okay, you can see everything whatever we're discussing now, and you can see all the backups, restores also. You can see that is the backup for, that is the document for backup and restores. Okay, so that I'm going to send it by today evening. Fine. So log backup, next is log backup. The name itself is saying log backup will take the backup of only the log file. Specifically, it will take the backup of the log file only. Log backup or tlog backup. Tlog backup or log backup, both are same. Tlog backup means not tail log backup, transaction log backup. Transaction log backup. So usually we'll call files two types of files, right? Data files and log files. Log files means transaction log file. The full name of log file is transaction log file. Okay, transaction log file. The full name is, that's why if you see here in the database, okay, under data folder, if you see here log files, you can see transaction log file. See here, this is a log file. SQL Server database transaction log file. Shortcut we are going to call log files, log files, log files. Okay, transaction log file, both are same. So that is called transaction log file, which is going to take on the transaction log file. Only it will take the backup of log file, guys. Okay, both committed and of course every backup will take the backup of both committed and uncommitted transactions. So there is no question of will it take only committed, will it take uncommitted also. Every backup by default it will take committed and uncommitted transactions. Okay, right. Transaction log backup is different, t log backup is different, tail log backup we have, that is different, this is different. Okay, don't compare tail log backup and t log backup. Sometimes people will call this as a t log backup, but t log backup is not equal to tail log backup. Both are different, right? Fine. So it will take the backup of only log file. Very simple, sir. Right click, database, tasks, backup, select log backup, transaction log, remove the old backup, add. Okay, so select it once, browse it, and I'm going to give the, okay, Azure underscore log backup underscore. Sir, try to include date, okay, and time is mandatory, and again it's not mandatory while giving the naming, but again it's always recommended to give the time. Why? Because usually log backups will take for every 15 minutes, right? So we'll prefer giving a time for the log backups, and the extension for log backups
TRN.
TRN, sir.
dot
TRN.
trn. Okay, dot trn, transaction
TRN.
log backup, right? Dot trn. That's it, done. Okay, so this is your transaction log backup. Simply you have to choose the backup file, database, and type of the backup, and you have to give the name and location. That's it. Here is my transaction log backup, log backup, log backup. Where is it? Where is it, sir? I don't see. Here it is.
Fourth.
Okay.
Extension was not there,
Yes.
Samson.
Yes. Okay. So you can see here SQL Server transaction log backup, and you don't see the extension, of course, here, but you can see here. Okay. Full backup you can see .bak, but log backup you don't see .trn. You can see here SQL Server transaction log backup. Okay. You can see the size is 36 KB. Okay. So you can see this is how we are going to take the log backup, and there is a query for that backup remove database include log backup log to which database? To this database. To which location? To this location. What is the file name? This is the file name. Okay, log backup 06/01/06/2022, and organization, in the organization you can see this format only. US people will use this format only, guys, so make it habituate for this format. Okay, first month, then date, then year. Okay, so and the time is 3:35, right? 03:05:00 seconds. Okay, dot trn. Guys, again, SQL Server extensions can be anything. Okay, I can give dot Shanmukh, I can give dot Dinesh, I can give, okay, dot Mahesh Babu also. No issues at all. No issues at all. You can give your own name. Okay, extensions are not mandatory, but again, we are working in a team, so you cannot keep your own extensions and all. Okay, you have to follow the team and all. So that's why we have to follow the standards, but extensions are not mandatory, and you can remove this one. Okay, no need of any differential. Right, that's it. This is the query for the log backup. Backup log database name to disk is equal to file name dot trn. Okay, and if you see big basket, you can see the big basket, this one. Okay, oh sorry, Why we got MM2? Why we got this MM2?
MM is given actually.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm sorry. 0, 0. So instead of 0, 0, I have to give 0, 0, right? Let me run again. No problem. It will create one more backup set. And guys, very important thing. Very important thing for log backup. Okay. See, log backups are very important. Log backups will follow a backup chain, guys. Backup chain. It's not like a differential backup. Differential backup, one recent differential backup is enough. Agree? But log backups are very important. Okay, only one log backup is not enough, guys. Remember, guys, always it will take the backup of the changes since last log backup. For differential backup, that is since last full backup, right? For log backups, it is going to take the backup since last log backup. Okay, say for example at 10 o'clock, if you took the log backup, first time only it will consider the last full backup. Only for the first time. If there is no log backups on the database, first time you are taking, then it will take the, it will consider the last full backup. Okay, imagine Sunday you are running a full backup. Monday morning 10 a.m. you took the log backup. So Sunday full backup to Monday morning 10 a.m. whatever changes are there, it will take the backup of the changes that are there in the log file. Again, don't misunderstand the concept. The changes that are there in the log file, it will take. Okay. Next, at every 15 minutes, you are taking the log file, log backup. Next 10-15, you took the log backup. Now tell me what changes it will cover in 10-15 log backup. What changes it will cover in 10-15 log backup, guys?
Between 10:15 to
only
10:30, what are the
last
changes it
transaction
will
backup.
take?
Last transaction log backup only. I mean, like at what time? Now I need timestamp.
Between
What
10:15 to
time?
10:30.
No. At 10:15, you initiated a log backup. Now tell me what changes it will contains.
10 to
10:15.
10 to 10:15, correct. Okay, whatever changes are there since 10 to 10. At 10:30, it was initiated. Now
10:15 to 10:30.
10:15 to 10:30. Last log backup, it always considers the last log backup. Always considers the last log backup. So 10 to 10:15, 10:15 to 10:30. Okay, 10 to 10:15, one log backup, right? 10:15, one log backup means it will cover 10 to 10:15. 10 to 10:15. Okay, right. 10:30 log backup covers 10:15 to 10:30, right? Whatever that 15 minutes bit, that piece. Okay, 10:15 to 10:30. Right. So in this way it will cover, okay, 10:45 log backup contains that 15 minutes interval. Okay, 11 o'clock log backup contains 10:45 to 11 o'clock, that 15 minutes interval. Okay, now if I want to restore my log backups, how many log backups I have to use to restore that 1 hour? The 10 to 11, I want to restore this 10 to 11 data. How many log backups I have to use, guys? Every 15 minutes it will generate a log backup.
4 log.
4 log backups, right? I have to use all the log backups. Agree? I have to use all the log backups. Agree? Clear? So 10 to 10:15, 10:15 to 10:30, 10:30 to 10:45, 10:45 to 11 o'clock log backup. Imagine 8 hours. 8 hours means how many log backups I'll get? 8 hours data I have to restore means how many log
32.
backups? 8 into
32.
4, every 15 minutes
32.
difference means 32 log backups. I have to restore this 32 log backups, guys. And the one important point in this concept, in 32 log backups, if one log backup is missed, you cannot make use of other log backups, guys. Important point. If one log backup is in 32 log backup, first log backup itself is deleted by someone, can I restore other 31 log backups? Tell me, guys, guess it. Guess it, yes or no, guess it. I need response from everyone. 32 log backups, one log backup is deleted by mistake. Now can I restore, can I make use of all other 31 log backups or not?
Yeah,
Tell
you
me.
can restore it, but it is of no use.
No, now I need response in the chat. Please, please respond in the chat. Yes sir, no, that's it. Yes means I can restore, no means I cannot restore. Come on guys, quickly. Good. Okay. So most of the answers are no. Your answer is correct. I cannot restore at all. Even if one log backup is missed, I cannot even restore Praneeth. That is not at all possible. The link is, if the link is broken, that's it. You cannot restore at all. Okay. So imagine 32 log backups, 16 log backups are fine. 17th log backup is failed. Till how many log backups I can restore, guys?
16.
Very good. Okay. Only 16 log backups, up to 16. Till which log backup the chain is good, till that point only I can make use of all the log backups. Once the chain is broken, once one log backup file is deleted by someone, there is no way to get it back. You have to again freshly take the full backup. Okay, so till 99 100 log backups are there. If first log backup is deleted, I cannot make use of remaining 99 log backups. If 91st log backup is deleted, I can restore till 90. Till 90, the chain is good. I can restore till 90. 91 onwards, I cannot make. I cannot skip 91. I cannot restore 92, 93, 94. Every log backup is associated with the LSN numbers, log sequence numbers. Every log backup is associated with the log sequence numbers. Okay, LSN, log sequence numbers. Okay, so imagine this will be like this. Okay, let me show you one number so that you will get an idea. Okay, so I'll show you one number under contents. Restore database. Okay, let me choose one backup file. I'll show you the LSN numbers and choose any backup file. Log backup. Let me log backup. This one. Double click on it. You can select contents. Okay. Okay, so it's not showing. Okay, and then let me go with this full backup. Double click on it. Contents. Okay, so if you see here, LSN numbers, first LSN, last LSN, right? So if you see here, what is the LSN number? Imagine 440, 4,000, 40,001. Okay, imagine I am going to take the last number only. First log backup number is 4,001. Imagine the next log backup number is 4,002. Okay, 4,002. Second one. 3rd one, 4,003. Okay, so you already took the backup, right? So you just restore this backup. Okay, you just restored this backup in database. While restoring, you just restore this backup. Next, it is going to accept 4,002. Okay, now if it was deleted, there is no link between 1 and 3. Agree? So simply it will be failed as log backup is missing. Why? Because this log backup will expect 40,002. The next log backup, the number is already generated. So it will expect the next number only. It can't skip it and it cannot directly go to the 4,003. So the main important point, if any log backup is deleted, in the middle, till how many log backups the chain is good, till that point you can restore. Once a single log backup is also deleted, even you have to really restore 1,000 log backups. In that one single log backup is deleted, you cannot make use of other log backups that has been deleted. From that point, the backup has been deleted. Is it clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts?
And we can't change the LSN number
No. That's
manually.
not possible, sir. That's not possible. Yeah. If you want to change it, then you are going to mask SQL Server. You are going to cheat SQL Server. That is not
Shanmugh,
possible. Yes.
apart from backup point of view, other rather than restore, apart from backup point of view, we discuss like first we take the full backup. After we take the after half an hour we take the log backup. It will
Mhm.
take the changes from last full backup.
Yes.
Rather we don't have a recent log backup.
Yes. Yes.
Second time again, half an hour I will take the full again log backup. Okay. Okay, now someone has deleted that in between first log backup. Okay, so when I means like someone has deleted and I want to take the second log backup, how means like is it going to take from full backup, rather like the recent log backup is not available?
No, no, no. Again, if you initiated the third log backup, it will initiate from second log backup only.
Okay, but in case second log backup starting first log backup was deleted, so it will from
Still the same concept with third or second. What is the difference? If someone is, if first log backup already generated, even though it is there or it is not there, the LSN numbers already registered under database MDF files. Okay, whenever it generates a next log backup, it always consider the first log backup only. It don't consider whether the first log backup is there or not there. It don't consider. As per LSN numbers, it will take the backup. That's it.
okay.
Clear? Is it valid? So it don't consider. The answer for your question is, even though log backup is there or not there, it don't consider. File is there or not there, don't consider. Once you generate a log backup, already the same records will be updated in the database MDF files. Metadata will be changed as per the LSN numbers. So even the file is not there, your second log backup don't consider about your first log backup. Again, the last log backup, it will always consider the LSN numbers only. It will always consider the LSN number. So second log backup will always take the backup from the first log backup. Even though the file is there or not there, it won't consider. As per the LSN numbers, it will take it. So your answer is, again, it will consider from the last log backup only, even if file is there or not there.
But from where he come to know like the
LSN
the
numbers
first
in
log
the
backup?
MDF files, it will be stored.
Okay, so for each log backup,
Everything.
the LSN number is stored in MDF for a
Yes,
file.
yes. Metadata. That is
Okay.
called metadata.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Clear, sir? Right. So let me explain one more point, then we can close the session for today. So every week, every Sunday, full backup. Okay. And every day differential backup, right? And every 15 minutes log backup. This is usual organization backup strategy. Every 15 minutes log backup. This is a usual strategy. Sometimes again, it's not like it's a standard fixed policy. Sometimes every day full backup, every 4 hours differential backup, every 15 minutes log backup. Okay. So if you have differential backup, okay, imagine your database is corrupted on Tuesday morning. Your database is corrupted on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Okay, 10 a.m. Imagine you are taking full backup every day at night 2 a.m. Timings are very important, sir. You are taking differential backup every day night at 8 p.m. Of course, every 15 minutes you are taking means there is no need to mention the time. So imagine your database is corrupted at Tuesday morning 10 a.m. So now in this case, okay, we have to use the last full backup 2 a.m. Okay, 2 a.m. full backup you have to use last full backup. Plus, you have two strategies. One, you can go along, guys. Differential backup is optional. It's not mandatory that you have to follow differential backup. Differential backups are optional. Log backups, full backups are mandatory, but differential backups are optional. Okay, so what if I want to go with the differential backup strategy? I have to restore the 8 p.m. differential backup. Then after 8 p.m., if you use differential backup, it is going to decrease the load on the log backup. So after 8 p.m., what and all log backups are there? After Monday morning 8 p.m., what and all, sorry, Monday evening 8 p.m. After Monday evening 8 p.m., what and all log backups are there? Okay, you can use all the log backups to restore the database till Tuesday morning 10 a.m. How many log backups will be there from Monday night 8 p.m. to Tuesday morning 10 a.m.? 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. 12 hours. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. 14 hours. 14 into 4. 56. 56 log
56.
backups. Anyone having any doubts in this mathematical calculations, let me know. One full backup, one differential backup, that is, of course, Monday. Last differential backup is Monday, it was generated. And of course, after differential backup, not again from the full backup, you have to restore. After differential backup, what and the log backups are there? Means if you restore the differential backup, you will get the data till 8 p.m. Why? Because differential backup will take the backup of your data files and log file. Agree? If you restore a 8 p.m. differential backup, you will get the data till Monday night 8 p.m. So which data is missing now? Monday night 8 p.m. to Tuesday morning 10 a.m. data is missing. That you can achieve. Why? Because again, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. your differential backup runs. You don't have differential backup for that missing hours. What backups you have? You have log backups only. You can use that log backups. Whatever backups are there since Monday night 8 p.m. to Tuesday morning 10 a.m. You can use all the log backups to restore. This is the strategy, guys. Is it clear? Any doubts, any issue, let me know. Please let me know. Nothing to worry. You have any questions, let me know.
In this case, I think first log back is missing. Then what will we do?
You cannot do anything, sir. You can get the data till 8 p.m. only. If first log backup is missing, you cannot restore remaining any log backup. So you can get data till Monday night 8 p.m. only. Agree? Is the point valid as per our discussion?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
Any question? Yes.
sir. From log backups, how can we get data, sir? Like data files will be committed transactions like that. We
See,
will.
what happened in the log backup? Every transactions will be there. Every transaction. Okay. See, it will go to the data file. That's a different thing. But any transaction that is going to the data file, it has to go from the log file only, right? Agree?
Yes, sir.
So all transactions will be there in the log file. So nothing to worry, sir. Data file, you are missing the data file, right? So how can I restore? Nothing to worry. Whatever changes are there since 8 p.m. to Tuesday morning 10 a.m., all the changes will be there in your log files. And these changes are periodically taking backups, right? So you can use those backups. The same data will be there. Okay, nothing. You don't get any data, no data missing. Everything will be there. Data loss won't be there.
Okay, but temporary data that thing will be there, no, sir.
That is different thing. Yeah, committed, uncommitted
okay.
transactions will be there. But again, I told you, right? If it is an uncommitted transaction, it is going to roll back the transaction once the restore is done.
Okay. While restoring, it will
Yes,
roll
it
back.
will roll back. After restoration is done, it will roll back all uncommitted transactions.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? Guys, is it clear or not? Please let me know. I need responses from everyone. If it is clear, yes. If it is not clear, no. Or else at least you can raise your thumb symbol also. Let me lower your hands. You can use your thumb symbol if it is clear. All means who are clear, you can raise. I can still see only limited thumb symbols. Okay. Is it not clear? Babu, Bashir, Chandra, Chandrakant. Guys, any doubts, let me know. Please let me know, guys. Please. Any doubts, let me know. Otherwise, okay, we'll close the session for today if there are no doubts. Fine. Okay, so the assignment for today is, okay, you know, right, how to take the full differential and log backups now using command, using query. Now my question is, okay, today's assignment is take the full backups, not full backup, take all the 3 backups on your system databases. Okay, master model, MSDB, TempDB, you have to take full differential log backups on all the 4 system databases, and you have to let me know the result by tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow at 7 a.m. we are going to connect again. Again, tomorrow I'll explain this, how many backups we have to restore and all. What if we have differential backup? What if we don't have differential backup? How many backups we have to restore? Today we discussed with the differential backup, how many backups we have to restore, right? Imagine if there is no differential backup, how many log backups we have to restore? Tomorrow I'll explain. So, okay. The question is, okay, so the question is, what and all system backups, what and all backups you can take on all the system databases. Okay, full differential log backups. Try to take it on full differential on all system databases. Master, try full backup, differential backup, log backup. Model, try full differential log. Okay, so if you are comfortable with the query, it's very useful. Simply you are going to change the query only. Okay, instead of going with your GUI method, it's very easy. If you go with the query, simply you will change for full backup, backup master, backup database master to disk is equal to file name.bak. Backup master, backup database master to disk is equal to file name.bak with a differential. Backup log master to disk is equal to file name.trn. That's it. These three queries, you will write it once. Of course, if you are going to take it, you can take it. You will be comfortable by using GUI. Okay, if you want to use, you can use the query also. Okay, so I need responses by tomorrow, or else if anyone completed, you can send the assignment to my WhatsApp as well. That's it, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet at 7 a.m. Okay, thank you all. Bye.